Yo, what's good in the hood? It's your boy, TWI, $T, Uncle Twist in the mix,
What's good? It's your boy Sincere, a.k.a. Sin, a.k.a. Sin Simma. Who got the keys to the Beamer?
You already know the boy get busy. You ask who is he? It's your boy Tizzy. Showtime. You already know what it is. Man Dem podcast all day.
Follow the Man Dem podcast at Man Dem podcast. That's Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Toronto West End, done.
Zaga. Gal forget Daga. Nah, she always start that off on some dirtbag shit. My bad, yo.
You know what it is. Ready for the weekend.
Squad in the house. Gang. You already know what it is. Shout out to Sha for holding it down last week.
Money.
You know what I mean? That's the fam right there. And I mean, he came through. I mean, gave some good insight regarding all that Danforth and all those unfortunate tragedies. Again, Toronto strong, Danforth strong all day.
Blessings.
You're tuned in, locked in with the Man Dem podcast. You know, a lot of things to get into this week, so...
Episode 24. Shouts to Beast Mode, that Marshawn episode.
You say that, Marshawn. I say it's that Ken Griffey, man.
It's Kobe. Oh, no, we don't say Kobe. What? Who's
Kobe?
that guy?
Kobe, no. Nah, yo, give it up to number 8, Kobe. I could stand
Okay,
that
number
one.
8, Kobe. He doesn't exist.
You know what I mean?
He doesn't
But
exist
24
in
for
Toronto.
me is always going to be Ken Griffey, yo. That's my favorite baseball player of all time. You know what I mean?
You don't fucks with the 30?
Essentially, 30, or you don't know Nolan?
Cincinnati?
Oh, you know, Cincinnati, Ken Griffey. He was alright, but I feel like without the injuries...
Seattle Griffey.
Y'all going over your heads over the candles.
Yeah, right now 24 is Ken Griffey Jr.
Like Coke numbers, all these numbers.
And that was prior to
bricks.
all the injuries and shit. But no, episode 24, you know, we're here. And honestly, I want to get into it, man.
Do it.
There's a lot of dudes that have tried their hand, and you know what I mean, whether it's, you know, I want to be a basketball player, but I want to rap on the side, or, you know, I'm a rapper and I want to do acting, or, you know, you try to, like, step out of your lane and your craft and do something else. But I got to say, man, without any prior knowledge or anything that can be researched that said there's any other acting credentials prior, Kendrick Lamar in Power, episode 5, what the fuck?
Kenzel?
Yo, reminiscent. I mean, Bubbles in the fucking Wire.
Is that good of a... Sorry, I didn't watch the episode, but was that good of a job? I seen the snippets, but Bubbles, wow. Bubbles is... he was a real fiend. So.
Put it this way. I don't know, I'm no boost, because it's so funny. Me and Twist have been watching Power from day, you know what I mean? And, like, people don't know that even, like, Big Rich Town, the song, came out, like 8-9 months even before an episode. Like even, like, in the music video... It was like a promo for the show. Yeah. So they kind of just kept things like without even like showing too much of the characters' faces. But so from time.
Like when 50 was
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, when like, you know, a lot of people weren't privy on this. It wasn't at the stature it is now, right? So day one Power fan. I would say that what Kendrick did in Power, it's reminiscent of Bubbles, is what Heath Ledger did with the Joker. Reminiscent of Jack. Legit, bro.
Okay.
Yo. And like, I don't know how they figured that him and 50 would have such an ill chemistry. Like, spoiler alerts, I don't go fuck, B. Like, this guy sold a bike to friggin' 50 that he didn't even own, and 50 used the bike with the basket on it, with the bells on the handles, and roll up and did a drive-by, bro. Like,
he did a wheel by?
Yeah, man, like some grimy shit, man. Those two, like, if that was the whole the tag team dynamic, it worked. You know what I mean? Because with Bubbles was a CI.
Yeah.
Right? This guy is with a fucked up dude, right? And then he's crazy because he's off his meds and he's like fucking laced up on some shit. But like, most crazy people make sense.
Yeah.
Right? Look at Beethoven, shit like that. Like, you looked at Fifth and said, yo, you're so desensitized. You have an emotional detachment to people where you can't get close. Like, he broke down Fifth, you know what I mean? Because that's what nigga killed his son. You know what I mean? Like, look what he did to Tariq, you know what I mean? So,
is he a reoccurring character?
Which one? Kendrick? I don't know. It would be dope. I think it was just a one-off because like even how their dialogue ended and left the door open where they could interact, but like he gave him his burn and said, "Yo, sell it." right? The Bernie just like blew the guy's head off with. Yeah. But I hope that door is open where you can just come around and fuck around when you want and cut.
Because the response I've been seeing is like, why not have him back as a reoccurring character? From what I didn't see the episode. But.
Yeah, it was dope, man. You know what I mean? It was dope, and I honestly like, and that's the thing too, where like, you know, for me, obviously, like I can't act like I own power. Where I'm like, yo, F everybody, y'all a bunch of dick riders, y'all just riding the wave. Like, obviously, you know, through continued success comes a growing audience. You understand what I'm saying? But I always tell people, like, yo, don't come on this shit, like, start at season 4 or season 5. Because this shit happening in season 5, episode 6 next week. That's going to tie in from season 1, episode 4. It's one of them things that they really took the essence of The Wire and, you know what I mean, the whole fluid continuity, right? And that's important with a lot of shows, right? Where, like, you just can't really fuck around. Like, Sons of Anarchy was the same way. I mean, like, those kind of shows where, you know, you kind of know where, like, the writers aren't really being interchanged too much, right? Yeah. So,
what's your guys' how's the new season for you guys? Because I'm hearing like a lot of mixed reviews. I finished off of clearly, you know, Reina, R.I.P. Yeah. You know, getting blam. But how's this season?
I'd say like Tommy definitely has taken more of the driver's seat because I think he's more intertwined in more stories that are going on, and Ghost is kind of more. He's going through the whole morning with Reina. You know, he's raging. He's an alcoholic. He's acting erratic, and like, you know, I think Dre is kind of, you know, that's why he's sneaking up and he's just kind of getting up in his business.
Dre gotta die, yo. For me,
yo, is what's his name? What's his name? Tariq.
Yeah.
Is he still a fuckboy this season?
You want him to die, man. He's a fuck,
it doesn't matter how much tears and how much revelations in.
But you can tell he's spiraling now. Right now he's at the point where he has to accept full responsibility for his sister's death.
Yeah.
You know now that your mother wishes it was you instead of your sister. You know the truth about your dad, right? And then you start seeing your dad while stumbling drunk. And then, you know, the person you opened up to the most vulnerable, Kanan, 50's character, now you realize that he really is essentially used you as a pawn to get payback revenge on your pops. He wanted to kill, right? So he's a write-off at this point, but you can tell that he's just trying to dibble and dabble in the streets. You know, I mean, spoiler alert again, you know, he got called out by Tommy. You know what I mean? For the disloyalty shit. For
birthday party, yeah.
Tommy, you know, it's just so crazy because Tommy wasn't always a smart dude. Like, if you really watch Power in season 1, season 2, Tommy's what he wanted to kill. Because Tommy was the one kind of dragging Ghost back. When he thought Ghost was trying to evolve, Tommy kept him in the street shit and the washing floors and shit. Right?
Trying to keep his name ringing in the
streets. Was after he fucking choked the shit out of Holly for trying to run up on Ghost and wet him up with the fucking dreads, right, while he's with Tariq.
Yeah.
That's when Tommy's kind of just, you know, bossed up, even without even trying to. When them dudes that leave the cards and shit.
Oh, the girl with the pink boots.
No, the dudes that leave the cards, man. The actual cartel, the Jimenez, right? Yeah. So when dude that was running it, the guy that tried to friggin' get Ghost to do the deal, and then he's gonna kill him. Right, the guy that freaking him and Tommy ended up shooting in the head, right? Milan, there you go. Thank you. I forgot his name, right? At that point, when we had freaking Tommy in the middle of the warehouse to beat him to death, and Tommy just let his arms go, like, fuck it. Like, something just went off to him. He's like, I just choked out my fucking soon-to-be wife.
Yeah.
He wasn't even privy to know she was pregnant.
Till after the fact, yeah.
Right? So his evolution is crazy now because now Tommy's the hard one, and now Ghost is the pussy.
Yeah.
I mean, Angela will always make that guy, like, moist. Yeah. You know what I mean? Real top, bro.
Has some like nutty putty in our hands, man.
Right, but spoiler alert, because it's crazy with me and Twist, and I mean, like, we did our videography and shit. So I'm the worst person to ever bring to a movie. Fun fact. Because 40 minutes into a movie, without even watching it before, nothing, just based off how the flow of the things, the camera angles and shit, I will tell you how something's gonna happen. And it's gonna happen. I mean, I'm looking at it from the director's perspective.
Yeah.
They're fucking Tommy to the point where Angela's giving him immunity, whatever, for a deal, right? He takes a tracker off his whip, he's gonna put on someone else, right? While his fucking bitch ass Pops is using him as a pawn to give off to the feds, right? Some kind of deal to snitch. When that deal falls through, right? Angela's gonna have to come back him up now, right? Because he took the tracker and got her what she wanted. So even though they thought, oh, we have Tommy, that's gonna have to throw him out again.
Yeah.
Right? Because, he fucking made a deal with y'all. Like, you can't go off on that or else ethics once again, just like when she was fucking Ghost. Right? So we went on too long about power. You can tell we watch this shit too much. Yeah. But let's bring it back full force. It's because, there's very few good rapper actors. You have, let's shout out Tupac. Let's shout out Mos Def.
Yeah,
Let's shout out LL.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And those are off the top of my head because everything Mos Def has touched his body. Everything LL, for the most part, has touched his body before the Botox and his face started looking weird, right?
And his fucked up laugh.
Yeah, right? Oh, yeah, horrible. The Drink Champs you put me on, you know what I mean?
Dear
and then
God.
Tupac was just a gem, right? You could tell he took the art serious. So I'm throwing Kendrick in there. You know what I mean? It's so crazy, too, because I felt like, it wasn't like, oh, my God, like, this is an Oscar performance, but it wasn't, okay, yeah, like, it's Kendrick being Kendrick. Like, look, every time like you see motherfuckers get Method Man or they get Snoop Dogg, right? They always box them into the friggin' stereotype. You smoke weed, you're a gangster, right? Like they always try to like play off of that shit, right? They fucking who's thought gonna see Kendrick as a crackhead?
Of all things, bro.
Right? So I definitely salute that, you know what I mean? So
Shouts to Fredro Star, Sticky Fingers.
Sticky was aight. Sticky's actually one of my favorite members out of Onyx. But Fredro was aight, but I didn't like Fredro and Moesha. But I like him in Sunset.
I like him in Sunset. I like him in Moesha for what he was like.
Yeah, Moesha to me was a big fucking audition, bro.
You didn't like him
it's like it's like fuck it. It's like
you mess with that movie.
Not even like Glee. There's Glee and like what's the other black equivalent to Glee? But you could just tell that show Moesha, other than Brandy, was just trying to get these motherfuckers deals. Other than Brandy and Fredro Starr, forgive me. Like everyone's always singing, they're always fucking performing at the pub. I fucking get it, man. One of you guys see a future music outside of this, right? But just ramming it down our throats all the time. Or you guys are a group, the white girl sings, the black bald-headed guy raps. Fuck. Oh, man. Relax. I didn't really like Moby. Should be 1,000 with you, but it had its moments. So shout out again. Fredro Starr gets an honorable mention.
And Method.
Common.
Oh yeah, Common. Yeah, Method gets boxed in too.
Yeah,
even like in that Amy Schumer one where he tried to be the doctor and he had a horrible accent.
He's only good as like a street character, kind of, you say.
He has a legend things in The Wire, right?
Jeez.
The Wire and Belly.
Yeah.
He'll always be legend for it.
A new show, The Deuce on HBO. He's pretty good in that. Same guy that created The Wire. It's a good show.
Yeah.
A lot of guys in The Wire in that.
Is it Deuce or The Breaks?
No, it's called The Deuce. James Franco plays twin brothers in it.
Oh, okay.
Which one with Mac Wilds?
That's The Breaks.
Isn't it The Breaks?
Yeah, that's a different one. Yeah.
Okay, I know he plays Mac Wilds' pops.
Yeah.
Mac Wilds supposed to be the DJ, right? And so salute to all these dudes. A lot of dope freaking rapper actors. Also something for all of us in the table, and especially because Mans did take that little trek. And first of all, did anyone hear about the Wu-Tang joint in Kitchener?
Did it pass or is it coming?
It passed already. I actually saw fucking
Was it the 25th of July, I think?
I don't know, but I actually saw, I want to say it's either Inspector or Master Killer. They said, Toronto, not Toronto, but Canada. No, they got in. They actually picture from the stage, but I don't know if all 9 were there. And the fact I ever heard nothing, really Wu-Tang
I heard
came to
absolutely
Canada.
nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. No,
That's
okay,
weird.
before I even get into this, these fucking promoters, man. You fucking promote. I remember one time, I think I was with Twist, and we just happened to be fucking flyering, I think, by fucking Phoenix. Fucking Busta Rhymes was there, bro. This is I'm talking about 2010 or something, when we used to fucking throw parties and shit.
We still had the dress.
What the entire fuck?
It's
I think he may or may not have back. I think Big Bang or whatever that thing, Touch It. I think Touch It may have been out before. So no, if he cut it around Touch It, he may not have the dress, but Busta is on my fucking bucket list for performers. Performers. Of course, I want to see a lot of dudes live. But performers, I know that dynamic with him and Spliff, fuck that. You know what I mean? He's one of the last dudes left on my bucket list. Yeah. Seen X, seen Wu, seen a bunch of concerts. I've not seen Busta. Nonetheless, we're flying. Busta's in fucking Phoenix. There's no cars on the street. The parking lot across the street, Phoenix, ain't fucking full. What fucking promoter brought Busta Rhymes? And then, like, what was that? Was that a friends and family event? Was that a fucking bar mitzvah?
Like, bar mitzvah would have been packed though.
I lied.
There's a potluck.
Something, bro. But I get to the point. Like, if fucking Wu-Tang was here, I just hope everyone in the kitchen or wherever the fuck it was at least showed bodies, because I'm actually worried about the whole Canada spectrum to Wu-Tang. Like, at first you thought we called it what, Wu-Toronto or Wu-Dot or whatever, right? Call it Wu-Dot. And then Jizzle does a live fucking thing at Young and Dundas, and like motherfuckers are walking past the stage to the dude where you stopped a concert several times.
I felt this when Jizzle stopped the concert. I felt like, yo, we're doing a disservice. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, this is a free concert. Jizzle free concert. Are you kidding me?
Young and Dundas. And with a live band, bro. Components for me that are all like, it's a trifecta. It's free. Right? It's woo. Right? And it's a live band, bro. Like, one of the best things for me was fucking Blueprint Unplugged. Mm-hmm. Lauryn Hill Unplugged. Like, it's a live band.
Seeing the Roots. If you guys, I always say, yo, see the Roots if they come.
Yeah, and even when you fucking watch the symphony that Nas did with Illmatic, when you hear Represent with a live band, that sounds way better than the fucking thing that they cooked up for him, Professor and them, man.
Speaking of promoters, did you guys hear anything about the Busta and Little Kim show at Rebel? I heard nothing about that.
I knew it was happening, but like I'm not about people performing in clubs. Like, other than like we went to Body English and seeing like Fab and Pusha at that time.
This guy took it bad.
Like, I'm not trying to see Little Kim and Busta in Rebel. I know it's a fucking nightclub. I want to see them like in a proper stage. And Joe Kidd's Busta was here the week before with Dave East and Lauryn Hill.
Dave East didn't make it because I went to the Lauryn Hill concert.
Dave East can't get over.
Dave East didn't make it?
Busta opened,
I don't think he can get over it.
Santa Goal, and then obviously...
Okay, I know like just every other stop he's been there. I know like he's slated to be on the bill. I didn't know he didn't cross the Canada. Okay. So Busta's been here like 2 times in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so back to full circle to the point. So Mans went to Detroit. We saw Wu-Tang, you know what I mean? And like, a dude just had a 23, so that's that MJ number. That's that Jumpman, right? Only built for Cuban Linx. 23 years as of the 1st of August.
Yo, about to freak out my Clarks, yo.
Like, for me, and there's things in life where I just feel like, yo, people just need to stop doing things that are popular. Just be yourself, man. At once upon a time, it was cool to be yourself. I had niggas have never owned a pair of Jordans. That was just their thing. They knew that, yo, it wasn't their pocket to wear J's. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you're a feeler nigga. You know what I mean? You're an uptown nigga, whatever, right? Everyone nowadays just does things for the sense of inclusion and never gets checked, because there's a lot of niggas calling themselves hip-hop heads, right? And to me, that's beyond mildly offensive and, you know, to a degree highly insulting, because I can check a lot of niggas' top 10s, and the vast majority of y'all will not have Only Built for Cuban Linx in your top 10, which will make me, as a hip-hop historian, question you really having these self-professed claims. Like, that's a top 10 album in anybody's fucking list.
You probably don't even know that the Purple Tape and Only Built for Cuban Linx is the same thing.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly. It was kind of ignorance where we got to really entertain in society. But that album, man, again, you guys know my stance at this table, other than Liquid Swords, is my favorite individual Wu member album. I mean, and then he added every other fucking Ghost in the 90s.
Iron Man.
2000s, yeah. Every Ghost. I mean, that guy went like 4 for 4 with 4 mics, 4.5. Like just classic after classic. But Only Built for Cuban Linx was also too like Ghost is coming out. Yeah, like, I mean, the way they went 1-2 on that, those sprinkles of Donna, and you got Master Kill on fucking Glaciers of Ice. Yeah. Jesus fucking. Anyways, you know what I mean? Like,
Heaven or Hell.
That whole shit is crazy. Days. Right, look what fucking Ice Cream, like, come on, man.
Oh my God.
Incarcerated Scarfaces, like
Intercourse,
Criminology,
this bangers, right? Like a perfect top to bottom album for me, and it's so ill. Just like even when you get to see your career play out like that, right? Yeah. In like 23 years, like this shit still bumps. You know what I mean? Like I was playing fucking Only Built for Cuban Linx, Hell on Earth by Mars. I was playing these things in Vegas in February, bro, in the desert. You know what I mean? Like, and some of the dudes I was with, okay, yeah, they put me on some like A$AP Rocky, and I think it was one of the first tracks I heard with That XXX Tenacion guy. That beat that goes. Da-na, 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 da-na. Yeah, that shit's hard, right? Boy, I'm in the desert just wilding up to only go for Cuban Linx, nigga. Like, that's so crazy when like you make those things, those kind of albums, just put them in a time capsule, bury it in your backyard and dig it up 23 fucking years later, and that shit still bangs. Like,
I get the same feeling whenever I play that album. I get the same feeling the first time I heard it. It's like something brand new. I just cracked the CD case open. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think did I originally? No, I don't. No, I never had the purple tape. But yeah, I think I got a CD originally.
But the purple tape when it came on cassette, that was mad.
That was like
that was mad limited, and I think it's worth like a shitload of money to the people that actually own that.
Yeah.
Because they re-released everything, like the vinyl and everything. Like I even got the vinyl too. Only go for Cuban Linx and it's purple. It's like dope. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They really appreciate the Sonic and even more for that album.
It captured a time. Like it captured like if you weren't familiar with just like New York or like
the mafioso rap.
It's like if you watch Boys in the Hood or you watch some of those West Coast movies, like, yo, you feel like you're in Compton or Inglewood or wherever. Mm-hmm. Like, when I hear Only Built for Cuban Linx, like, I'm in Staten Island right now with a few vials in my pocket or something. You know what I mean? Like,
that's why, like, for me, and you can just tell, like, this
with a fat polo on.
Yeah, like, everything's just different now because, as I'm saying, like, it's so crazy because now, like, back then, we never had, like, internet. If they had it, they were keeping it from us. You know what I mean? But, like, in, like, 96, 95?
95, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, bro, you had to be there in that time to really understand the magnitude and the impact it had. It's crazy because, yo, you can download that shit in your phone within 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. 40 seconds you have that bitch on your fucking phone, right? You will never understand the significance of the album. You can listen to it now, and if you're a real head, you'll appreciate it. You'll understand that, yo, these guys were different ahead of their time. What the fuck was RZA smoking? Look at the production and shit. But when that shit drops in the streets, and you know these dudes were going hand to hand, fucking jumping out of bands. Niggas were wearing Wu shirts or the Raekwon shirts and just plastering posters up, like the excitement for it. And then when the streets received it, and when you got that shit on cassette or fucking CD, you fucking ripping open the packaging, right? Fucking putting that bitch in. Obviously, it's going through production. RZA, right? But when that happened, you're like, what the entire fuck am I listening to?
Yep.
You know what I mean? And this is after coming off of 36 Chambers. And them guys, like, what? Like, at that point, these guys really solidified themselves as the Avengers. For me, right? Like, it's crazy because I'll always come to terms that Iron Man ain't real. Thor ain't real. You know what I mean? That fuck Black Panther ain't real. Captain America, whatever. Yo, Wu-Tang are the real life Avengers. I say this. I've said this like on 20 episodes, bro. Like, and I'll never waver on that, right? And it's because I understand. I seen that shit. I saw when Tikal dropped. I saw when Only Built for Cuban Linx dropped. I saw when Liquid Swords dropped. I saw when Brooklyn Zoo dropped. You know what I mean? I saw when all these albums dropped. I was like, what the fuck is happening? You know what I mean? Like, these guys are just next level nasty. And then they took the break, and then they gave us, Wu-Tang Forever and shit. But Ray, Jesus Christ, man. Like, I don't know the pocket that dude was in. And then even think about the fashion cultural impact that had, that Snow Beach jacket.
Snow Beach Forever.
You know what I mean? Legendary. Like, these guys...
The Wallies.
Right? Like, Ray, salute, man. I know, I personally say I don't think you can do business crazy in regards to running a label. ISH2O. I mean, just reference it. It's right there. It's no shots. You know what I mean? But, like, those are the things we're always going to have to look past because of what you did with Only Over Cuban Linx. Like, you know, so definitely salute for that. I know we got another... Anniversary of the West Coast, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like, and a lot of people always, get up on the whole NWA. So you guys in the background, D.O.C.
It's getting funky. It's getting funky.
Yeah, so like a lot of
good old rap city. Shout out Master T, man, for real.
Yeah, shout out Master T, for real. But like a lot of people always get caught up in NWA and everything they did for West Coast was definitely good. We always forget about what I like to call the sixth man in the NWA that was, you know, responsible for as much pen and lyrics as I
Six man like Lou Will. D.O.C, who did D.O.C ghostwrite for? I figured like D.O.C was kind of like his own entity, right?
Yeah,
he's like one of the first ones.
for Dre.
I know it was really okay. Before Cube, right?
A little for Easy too, and Easy does it.
Was that when Cube dipped?
Well, he was the first to dip, and he brought Dre with him to Death Row. He was the first to leave. Ruthless.
Yeah, but D.O.C was the first to go on the death row, right?
That's right. Yeah. Then he kind of posted and kind of, you know, convinced Dre to make the jump over. This is
like I know. Essentially, Ren and Cube are the only two writing. MC Ren and Cube, right?
Yeah.
So Ren, but kind of like Easy got the best of both pens with Ren and Cube, and then obviously Cube was just really writing for Dre, right?
Yeah.
But D.O.C. definitely, you know what I mean?
Uncredited, nobody can do it better. And like that album still stands the test of time. I always tell people, for me personally, I still think that's Dre's best body work from a production standpoint. From Is It Funky all the way to the last track, the grand finale that features all the.
That's gonna always buzz it. That's always gonna have debate because you're gonna have some dudes that are gonna talk about his implementations in Doggy Style, the Chronic,
and that's even me saying.
Even Chronic 2001, like
Chronic. It's a different sound. Like, if you go back and you just listen to No Way to Do Better top to front, just the different samples and the funkadelic, the rock has a lot of Public Enemy feel to it. Run.
I mess with all of those.
You never cuss. That was the thing.
I mess with all those, but like with Dre too was that with Dre was kind of cheating in a sense, cause Dre even when he did Chronic 2001, which fuck. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta appreciate now because we never got anything after Sits. I mean, he tried to do that shit. Nah, right? Right? But the Chronic 2001 with Dre, right? Like, he had a fucking young, what was it, Hitman?
Yeah.
And fucking Scott Storch.
Yeah.
Just playing the background, lucky and happy to be in the fucking, I'm walking with Dr. Dre. Like, his name's on the front of the beats. That was really all Scott Storch. I'm saying, it's Hitman, right? It's Hitman, yeah, Hitman. I don't want to confuse Hitman not Hit Boy. I don't want to confuse Hitman with the whole commission. I mean, cause I feel like, I mean, but definitely, Dre is always gonna be the baby. Even for me, like, Dre's not even one of my top 5 or 10 producers.
Yo, I remember when we did our
top
list,
5,
and some mans were like, "Yo, you guys are East Coast biased for sure." They're like, "Yo, no West Coast man." They're like, "Yo, you didn't even mention Dre." I had to step back from it. I was like, "Wow, yeah," but I don't know. Like, I think Show was probably more of a West Coast. I think you said, but
yeah, of course. But like, even so, like, Dre's nice. Like, but
Dre's nice, but
you're gonna argue the other 5 that man's like, come on, like Dre. He's alright, but like there's a sound. You know what I mean? Like, you always hear like a Dre, like it's always West Coast-esque. I mean, you can hear that sound. And you can tell something from the percussions or something like, yo, it's a Dre beat.
Yeah.
Like, I like dudes who are like, fuck, I can tell like, yo, Just Blazers came out of a pocket. I mean, Primo came out of that pocket. Mm-hmm. What the fuck did Havoc just do? Yo, someone stop giving RZA these drugs. You know what I mean? Yo, fuck Timbo. Really, you just fucking fucked with Mad Skills and Jay-Z. Now you're producing with Nelly Furtado and Justin Timberlake. Like, that's diversity in the production. I can hear a beat, and in the first 8 seconds, that's a Dre beat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's because, like, yeah, as dope as it may or may not be, like, it's such a distinctive... Like, that West Coast just has a sound to the beats. You know what I mean? The low riders. You know what I mean?
Quick was like that, had that type of...
DJ Quick's my dude.
Sound to him, too.
Sound is still on.
That's another person that gets, like, slept on heavily.
He's
like,
been in the game forever, man.
Yeah, I fuck with DJ Quick, man. Definitely. Even, like, look what he did on Black Album.
Yeah.
Right, I fuck with Quick, right? But, shout out to the West Coast.
To D.O.C.
Well, damn, man.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, too, is, like, now we're coming up on 37 years of when MTV first launched and was on the air. I know a lot of people don't really check for MTV for obvious reasons, like they did back in the day. Other networks, there's other platforms and medias out there, but, you know, for the time, while it was still kind of on top, it did some, you know, for the culture somewhat.
MTV, your raps.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Even though they killed all that. Music videos, they're looked at in a different way now. They all just kind of get plugged on Apple Music and YouTube now. So those are the platforms. So what do you guys think? Like, has it kind of gone backwards? Is it stagnant? Do you think that was important?
Music videos to me are, well, you know what? I shouldn't say it's dead, because like guys like Kendrick are really pushing videos forward. Even Jay-Z and Beyonce, they're still doing videos at high levels. It's not necessarily dead. It's just that it's just like anything now. Like it's a lot of videos are underproduced because there's no like platform where it just shows it all day. Like when we got BET, like all day they're just showing videos.
Syndication, yeah.
Even Much Music Rhapsody is legendary.
And you say that, and what's so ill, right, is that every time you even book it on YouTube and shit, how many fucking times you want to watch an old video from the 90s and the person has a fucking rap CD thing at the bottom right-hand corner to mix? These are niggas that live in the States and shit.
Nostalgic, man.
Right? And that's just crazy for us, too, because even then, me, my daughter's godfather, when we were kids, right, we used to fucking just record over our mom's VHSs and shit.
Yeah, that was a lick.
Yeah, right. Like legit, just be like, yo, you look at it, cause like, oh, frig, like you sometimes you're like preying your mom, like you're watching what she watched, like, cause she recorded this, she watched it already. So I'm gonna yak this tape and record over it.
You know what the flex was too? After I record something, I break that little tab so you can't record over it ever again.
Yeah. Listen, you guys,
you guys don't know about these things.
I don't know the fucking because like what the millennials are calling these kids in their 20s and shit. The millennials and shit.
We're technically
listen, man. Nah, I don't want.
Generation X.
Nah, man. I come from that diamond in the rough. Fuck these kids. But yo, listen, man. Like to fucking make a fucking video compilation or whatever. Do you understand? You have to fucking sit down there and on their VHS and fucking record that thing. And if it fucks up, you have to hold down the rewind button. You know? Like, do you know how hard it was just to fucking put together some music videos? You guys can fucking now go on YouTube, make a playlist. Yep. Favorites, right?
With ease.
That wasn't like that, bro. Nope. Even making our mixtapes.
Yeah, same thing.
So whether, you had money if your fucking cassette player had a CD player at the top. You were balling. They looked at you like that, right? But even to like record something off of 105.5 or 89.5 or 88.1 CKLN, even them channels around, you had fucking pause, record, and play. Right? And you had record and play down, and anytime you heard the song you wanted, you unpaused it. And then the shit started recorded. And then sometimes the dude come in the middle and start talking on the track like, fuck.
I hate it when man's
pause it.
When man's talked over like the 8-bar intro and you're like, fuck.
Yeah. You pause it after rewind that bitch. You know what I mean? But those were the days of fucking the music videos, because what you wanted to do is that, like, boom, when you fucking Method Man and Redman drop How High, okay, bang, this music video's out of fucking mind. Really? Method Man and Redman really did this? The music video's on point. Now you add to that, every time you fucking listen to that track on your fucking boombox, you bring your boombox to the fucking bleachers, You're chilling. You know what I mean? You're going anywhere, you have that. Everyone has that same vibe. Everyone's remembering the music video, right? And like, it was more genuine of things, because the music videos were really important. Without music videos for that avenue and DJs, a lot of artists would not be in the positions that they're in. You know what I mean? So
that added to the.
I haven't fucked with MTV. Fuck, I haven't fucked with MTV.
But we never.
That'll be the day MTV plays videos.
But
for a little joke.
But for us, like, we got MTV in Canada when it wasn't important.
A watered down version.
Like, it wasn't like the video era MTV that we got. We just got, like, I guess when they started having like original shows, probably like Real
Jersey
World,
Shore.
Real World and shit. Like when that's not original Real World, like. Real World's pretty old, but like when it got popular, I think that's when we got MTV. So we didn't really get to appreciate, I guess, the real nostalgic MTV when MTV Raps, and like who was on there? Was it Ralph McDaniels that used to be on MTV, or was that BET? I don't remember now. But anyways, we didn't have that real MTV, so they were pioneers in what they did. And I guess that, bled over to us getting Much Music. And to me, comparing, I think much music, well, it's more so I guess on the hip hop side, I think we surpassed a lot of video stations,
but
to
that's
be
Canada
honest.
we always get everything last.
It's crazy because I remember, I'm gonna say it's like 90. Fuck, I want to say 97. I remember Planet Groove and
That's when we got BET, no?
Yeah, 97, yeah. I remember Planet Groove and Teen Summit.
Yeah.
I'm saying things motherfuckers don't even know. Right? Niggas that listen to this shit like these dinosaurs. Like, fuck you, right? When Planet Groove and Teen Summit and those shows were still on, right? Like
Cedar's World.
Cedar was a fucking fine avatar. Like, yo, listen, man. Avatar my ass, so you're not finding me, B. If I'm an avatar, not like that blue motherfucker. Like one of them Cedar things, that's my bitch.
Yeah. Cedar's a little too curvy, yo.
Yeah,
Cedar
what
had
the
an
hell?
attitude,
Like,
everything.
with cartoon right between, I was in Cedar and fucking Benny Boop.
Yeah.
Benny Boop could have been my bitch too.
Yeah, and homegirl from Roger Rabbit, yo.
I was gonna say Roger Rabbit.
Jessica
Roger Rabbit and
Wasn't it Jessica Rabbit?
wasn't there a fine girl in Dick Tracy too? Or no,
Oh, yeah,
Roger
Dick
Rabbit.
Tracy.
Roger Rabbit had a freaking cartoon with a girl
She
in a
had-
green
yeah.
dress with the slit, right?
Yeah.
She had
The
these
red
cartoons
dress,
trying to
red
make
dress,
us.
red-
These cartoons trying to make us scrawny from time, bro. You know,
You know what they
but
were doing?
but no, like legit, man. Like I remember BET, and even like warming up to BET was hard because I'm thinking like, yo, before this outlet, like all we had was much music because everyone was so happy when we got BET. I mean, it was like Christmas in the middle of the fucking year. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, we got BET, right? And we started seeing like some, because also too, we started realizing we were getting like music videos maybe 3-5 weeks old. Like some of them, right?
Or we're getting different programming because you remember when they used to just loop the video shows? So like every like night or something, you're
I think,
seeing
you know what? That started happening like later on,
yeah.
like in the 2000s
the
kind of.
Little
right?
John.
Yeah.
I hate that song because of BET, yo.
Yeah.
In the middle of the day, they just have a bunch of random videos.
That's how it always started with the Little John. Yo.
No, but
Come
no.
on, fuckers.
Nah, honestly, man, at least I can say BET because even now, right? Like states, when I go to the states, I watch BET. Like what we were in Canada, the equivalent may be just. I don't even know what they play now. What they play now? Like they still play music videos sometimes.
I think they started to kind of start playing videos now a little bit. I don't know the time slots, but everything's more like program based. Like
Yeah, because on
program.
BET in the states, they'll have fucking Martin and shows like that.
Yeah.
Right? Where here we'll have like syndication blackouts.
Yeah.
And that's where you
That's
see
when
Little
the
John,
Little John.
and shit like that, right? But nah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I don't really. And again, right, they probably like, oh, well, why do you guys need us to play music videos? You can watch music videos on your phone. I don't know what the justification is, but just like how I feel like fucking motherfuckers standing up in a Fido. Every time I go pay my bill, they point me to a machine. Why the fuck you here then? I mean, so if MTV's whole general purpose was to play music videos, you motherfuckers don't play music videos anymore. Rebrand your shit.
That's what it's called, music, television, video, no?
Yeah, that's the acronym, right?
I don't see any fucking
Just
music.
like KFC was Kentucky Fried Chicken till we started realizing some different shit in it.
Or shout to Kennedy's Fried Chicken out of New York, yo.
That's why they stopped
Real
calling
nigga
it. That's why
chicken.
they stopped calling it Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's called it KFC.
Yeah.
Probably like, yo, legally we can't even call this chicken no more, right? Nah, MTV that was the breakdown of the acronym, and you know they veered far left from that. So,
But
my
I love
take
this.
on it is,
Sorry.
man, no doubt. My take on it is. It's either here or there, man. Because even for me, like, other than, you know, the aforementioned, like, the friggin' Coles and the Kendricks and shit, like, all these music videos look the same. And now it's, yo, all I need is a fucking 5D Mark II, Mark III. You know what I mean? We just need some bottles of Henny. We're going to fucking go to the club and just fucking make a music video out of this. Or we're just going to go on the block, just, yo, call up all the goons. You guys wear black, cover your face. Like, all these music videos have the same formulas. Like, you feel like sometimes you watch the same music video 1,000 times over. That means it's a different artist. It's like when you go to the flea market, you used to get that freaking reggae CD with the dub plate.
Yeah.
And there are 20 artists on the one rhythm.
Yeah.
And like, yo, why is this song so long? Nah, it's 20 niggas taking a shot on the same beat, right? So music videos now lack the creativity of music videos in the 90s. You want to fucking try me on this, look at any Busta Rhymes video.
Missy.
Any Ludacris video. any Missy video, right? Even look at a lot of those Outkast videos, whatever. Like the dudes that are like, yo, I mean, my music connects and bops a different way. Like the imagery has to, I mean, coincide.
But that goes to the testament of, I guess, too, even with the music technology, the more technologically advanced we got, it made the art suffer, unfortunately.
Dumber.
So now, like when you had to hire Hype Williams and you had to have big budgets from the label to shoot videos, of course you're making a masterpiece. You have to make a masterpiece. It adds to your character, it adds to your branding, it adds to everything, especially when you wanted to make it theatrical because we don't see you every day. Like it made you bigger than life. We don't see you like with your family and you doing regular bullshit like on Instagram. Yeah. Like it made you larger than life. But now, now that I can just use you could literally shoot a video on your iPhone or your Android or something
upload it onto YouTube,
and upload it immediately. So it made things suffer, especially even with like music too, like all the like Fruity Loops and all these, like you have GarageBand on Macs and stuff. You could essentially produce records with ease now. Like you don't have to go to a studio, get the reels. If you fuck up on the reel, you have to like cut the actual tape and all this shit, right? Like, so that was the detriments of the videos. It's funny because the other day I was doing like a little Hype Williams like marathon. I was just sitting down watching Hype Williams videos, and man's had videos like in the hood too, but it was cinematic. It was just theatrical. Like, can it be also simple? Like they're just in Staten, but it's like just the way they shot it, the panning, the slow motion, just the film stock. Like it just looked like a movie. Like especially if you've never been to New York, it was just like, wow, like this is something I've never experienced before. But now it's just like any man's in their block, no respect for the shots. Like get a little drone, do an overhead shot, and that's
the thing too. Like I mean, there's a like Twist's dude, right? Like you have a couple dudes, right? Like you have Dookie Dukes. Yeah. You have Smiley, right? Mm-hmm. You have some dudes that are self-taught, and to the point where they're self-taught, where they started probably looking at earlier things of their work and saying, you know, I can tighten this up, this up, to the point now where they're respected in their field. Right, so I respect some people that are self-taught and they take their craft serious. A lot of dudes aren't self-taught. They just think niggas fucking hit record and just run with the wind. You know what I mean? And that's a disrespect to anything or anybody thinking you can just switch a jersey or put on someone's cap and their hard hat and, you know, dibble and dabble in their field. Like, I will never, I mean, like, granted, I could probably body a lot of DJs musically. Like I think I've proven that many times again, just shit off the top of my head. But the fact that I don't know the arts, the culture, a lot of the mixing and scratching and shit, like I will never dibble and dabble into the art form because I know there's someone that's really taking the time to perfect DJing. So I'll admire it from a distance. But until I really like sharpen up on those techniques and shit, I'd leave it alone. Even though, you know, maybe deep down inside I'm feeling myself more than 80% of these fucking Toronto DJs.
But
right?
The difference is, I feel like even if you were to enter that realm, although you don't have the technical skills, you would still acknowledge the people that do. Yeah,
that's just me. That's just me, though. I'm talking about like the general person. I know anything I set my mind to, I'm gonna give it 110. So when it's all said and done, like. I tried. Fuck you niggas just start bad taste in music. That's why you're not moving, right? Like, but in regards to the video and shit, it bothers me because like, I'm somebody that, you know what I mean, whether it's through high school and I even identified that, yo, in grade 11, I like photography and shit. Shout out Mr. Silva at West Humber. You know, that dude actually got me into photography and then going to Seneca, and I mean, and learning, I mean, the techniques and the framing and all that and videography. Like, I have a different respect. That's why I told you can't watch a movie with me. I've since 2006, I've never watched a movie from the perspective of just a viewer or audience. I'm always in the director's chair, which I ruin movies for everybody. I mean, just based off of the panning, the cinematography, I mean, the cuts and the continuity. I bet you that motherfucker had a hat on 2 seconds ago. Obviously, the shot is on a different day because now he's not wearing a fucking hat.
Yep. I noticed that's like an anal thing I pause.
Yeah,
like
the continuity.
The continuity, like, that bothers me, when a man had their hat tilted.
Don't get lazy and post.
But in regards to the music videos, as we're saying, like, it lacks your creativity. Like, for granted, I'm pretty sure, and I want to say this almost confidently, that within the last 14 to 18 months, everyone here at least watched Big Pimpin' once. Within the last almost 2 years,
Yeah.
you've seen the Big Pimpin' video.
Of course.
For sure.
When the fuck did that shit come out? 99.
Yep.
I mean, but those are kind of videos that stand the test of time.
Yeah.
Watching Dame pour fucking alcohol on broads, you know what I mean? And just watching those guys wild out on the yacht and just thinking about, oh my God, like, them times, you know what I mean? Like, Dame's feeling himself. I think Leo was still alive in times, right? Just even knowing the history behind Big Pimpin', how the clearance and the sample never got cleared, and they actually paid those guys for their verses up front. So when the lawsuit came, Bun and friggin' Pimp were like, yo, we good. You know what I mean? So there's those time capsules and those tests of time. Those what music videos used to mean, right? Like, you watch a music video, you remember where you were, probably what grade you were in, what year, and that music video resonates with the song. You can be like, oh my God, I fucked a ting in the backyard to this thing. You know what I mean? Like, the ludicrous, what's your fantasy? I don't know, right? But music videos to me, I feel like a dead thing. Like, more of these guys, you can tell like it's a necessity to these guys. And honestly, I feel like we can do a parody music video and just have like some stupid dude rapping some dumb shit like fucking 50 Tyson or something.
Ren in 10.
Right? Something stupid. Just to mock dudes. And I will fucking make a mockery out of everybody. Just get a bunch of jewelry, get a bunch of alcohol, get a bunch of dudes that have that look on their face like, don't approach me if you see me after 10 o'clock at night. Like, these dudes have all the same music videos. No creativity. There's no storylines. You watch the end of the music video, like, holy shit, I never seen that coming.
Yo, you know what video is hard, sorry? And they did this a while back and it applies today. Roots, what they do. But that was, you know who that was for, right? Forgetting.
Do you know who that's for? We're having a fun fact right now. You guys don't know who that whole music video is for?
It's not coming to mind. I know it was.
All right, now let me alley for you guys. Flavor in the Air remix.
Okay.
Like the Roots disappear, man. Move, she whacked at me. Take those rounds back to the factory. I see, right? Yeah. And then what they do is all about putting the ginger ale in the champagne bottles. Yeah. They were just, that was Pum at big.
The rented car.
Oh, they had big, right? Yeah, that's because even lyrically, I'm sorry, lyrically, Black Thought would have won that.
Hands serious, down, yo.
You see the alien that he is. Yeah. And even like, it's completely veered off because you're MTV shit, right? But even then, it's like, yo, like, motherfuckers are respecting the Roots now because of, who's that, Fallon?
Yeah, they're on Fallon.
Listen, man, go listen to Clones. Go listen to Concerto, The Desperado.
Yep.
Go listen to the Next Movement, Adrenaline. I mean, even like, okay, I think Irv just did friggin' Tales, so everyone saw You Got Me because of Tales. But that's the thing, a lot of you guys are just response to this shit based off of who signs off on it. Like, really, I'm really supposed to treat Push like a new nigga? Push has been rhyming since 99. You guys are just privy to this because it's Kanye co-sign, right? But music videos to me is a lost art, and even for me, like, I feel like it's like writing a book, right? Like, or reading a book. A lot of people will probably get a better feel from reading The Coldest Winter Ever, right, by Sister Soldier, than they would if they ever made that into a visual interpretation. Because when you read the book, you get to visualize how certain things look. Based off of what I mean, if they tell you vividly that this person was here, then you get to see someone underneath the Manhattan Bridge. Yeah, right? Whereas someone watches a movie, you're confined within, what, like 220 minutes? There's only so much time you can tell, there's so much story you can tell. So in regards to music videos, I'm not a fan of them, really.
Visual representation is not like it used to.
They're kind of lost.
It's kind of lost to me.
Where we're supposed to, do more for a single.
But we're talking about being nostalgic. You know what I mean? There's a long weekend approaching everybody, and I remember me and Pretty Ricky. Fucking 16, 17.
He was not so pretty back then.
This guy. 16. Probably take all your girls and mine too. Nah, I'm lying. But no, not mine. Probably none of yours too. But who knows, right? It's like every dog has his day. But Pretty Ricky, right? Shout out Pretty Ricky. 16, 17, 18, 19. Like, first of all, this is my realization that in my 30s, I live in Toronto. I've always lived in Toronto. I don't know why the fuck I was renting hotels on Yonge Street.
We know why. Why.
I mean, trap money, Sydney, airing out my business. Right, but anyways, what is it?
You just wanted a good time and party.
Yo, listen, man.
Have some Bible study.
Please, all days getting realer every day. No, but for real, like, I'm Caribana, long weekends, Jesus Christ. And then think about Yonge Street in its prime. I want to paint a picture for y'all because some of y'all don't get it. So
yo, youngins, listen to this.
If you listen to this and don't keep this kind of gems to yourself. Yo, share this shit with some of these youngins. When they're going out this weekend,
they don't know.
They need to know that this shit is a compromised version of everything. They need to compare fucking Friday and Saturday night on Yonge Street. I used to hear motherfuckers in the States tell me that was the equivalent to Freaknik in Atlanta. Let's be clear. Rentals. Motherfuckers had the best rental cars. You saw fucking 6'4s. Dudes were friggin' just laced up. And I'm talking about Yonge Street from the equivalent of. Fuck that. Let me do this. Let me do this for real.
Like front?
Before that, I'm gonna say from fucking what streets from parallel?
Esplanade or something.
I'm gonna say fucking something that connects to Young and before Young and Queen. Past Young and Queen.
Yeah.
But from them times all the way up to like Young and Wellesley.
Yeah.
You didn't see an empty fucking sidewalk Friday night.
It was runway.
Like everybody was shoulder to shoulder. Everyone was walking. I want to be clear. Most of us live in Toronto. Yonge Street is a public open street, which means on a Monday, 2 o'clock, I can go there. Wednesday, 9 p.m., I can go there. But Caribana weekend, niggas weren't playing. Like, I spent fucking 6-8 bills on fucking outfits. You know what I mean? I had a Friday night Yonge Street outfit. I had an outfit in case I had to go to the club in case niggas see me on Yonge Street. You know what I mean? Like, I had a Saturday night Yonge Street outfit just in case. You know what I mean? Like, yo, we spent the whole weekend downtown.
Mans are grinding, getting their outfits ready.
Facts. And
those are the days.
And it's crazy because everyone had fun. I mean, don't get it twisted. I mean, in a 4-day weekend or whatever the case may be, 3-4 day weekend, however long you celebrate it, if you hear like one shooting, like and back in the day, the shootings felt different. And I'm not promoting violence. You guys got to see with me, man. Like, I've seen shit that fucking make your stomach turn. Like, I grew up in the Rex from 93. You know what I mean? Like, you can just fucking try to go to the Toronto Reference Library and try to find articles about violence back then. So I'm not promoting the violence, but I just know back then, when I heard a dude got killed, I'm like, okay, that's some karma. The whole thing back then was you live by what you die. You die by what you live by.
Yeah. And they're catching who they're supposed to
the
catch.
gunman gets killed by a gunman. You know what I mean? And you shank people, you know what I mean? You're a pedophile, you need to go fucking get bombed on an island. You know what I mean? But like your karma was there, but like, okay, yeah, years the nigga get shot. It wasn't like civilian casualties, kids getting like trapped, none of that shit. Like, you went out, you heard a gunshot, you ran. But that was just for one person. Yep. Whether that's Kitty's, Caribana, or Eglinton, whatever the fuck it was, right? These shootings were designated for people. Obviously, someone caught wind, so-and-so's here, whatever it is, right? Now you can't enjoy yourself because you got a bunch of idiots with guns, these kids. That's going in a different direction. I'm just nostalgic of how dope Caribana used to be. Don't get it twisted. Like, Caribana weekend between, like, some of y'all celebrate that from the Friday to the Monday. Come on, man. Like, give me a 4-day weekend. I'm a teenager. I got my own hotel and I'm single, bro. It was Call of Duty in that bitch. I'm not playing with y'all. Man. I used to run Ricky out the room all the time. I'm like, Ricky, wait in the lobby. I'm like, yo, Ricky, no, get that. Fuck yeah. See, that's really like, poor Ricky. But anyways, but like, I had Ricky in the hallway. Granted, we went half on the room. We can't go half on a room and, like, I can bring things and you may have, like, one thing for the weekend. All right, cool. That day that your thing's coming,
female companion.
that day that thing's coming, or whatever the case may be, I'll give you your allotted time, bro. But if I'm going on the street just being nice with it, as I said, I got a room up here. I mean, you got to get the fuck out. Let me get my full money's worth out the weekend. But Caribana weekend is not the same.
And those are the times I wish I knew Showtime.
Yo, I know a lot of people see Ricky throwing parties now and shit. I feel like a lot of that originated from just renting hotels all the time, man. It's like Caribana, okay, yeah, that was Caribana. I mean, we used to get the friggin' like a Marriott right up past Young and Young and Wesley. Is it Young and Wesley, right where the Big Slice used to be?
Mm-hmm. Wellesley's, I think, deeper.
So up more, right? So what? Gerard. Boom. Yeah. Thank you, right? So Gerard, like, we used to get hotels there all the time and shit. But like, even like when Ricky's birthday used to come, we used to just go to like LCBO, drop like 7 bills on liquor, and just use the fucking hot tub in the room just as a fucking
ice box.
Just keep going back and forth to the ice machine, filling that bitch up, right? I feel like even like through that, that's why Ricky, you see Ricky the way he is now. I mean, just the party, right? But nah, man, Caribana.
You kids don't know what you miss, bro. Like,
you don't, man.
That's how you learn how to. If you never spoke to a girl in your life, those are one of the weekends where you had to learn. Because it's not like the club. Young Street wasn't like the club, because you can't just go up and try to wind up on a girl.
It was like speed dating.
It was, because there's girls walking by you every second.
It's funny.
You don't catch the one immediately there. You just know 2 steps. There's another one coming. So you have to work on your game. You have to.
You know, it's so crazy because I feel like the closest equivalent and feeling I've ever got to Young Street in years, I'm saying over an 8 to 10 year period, is when, and it's funny, I didn't even know Sin was there. It was when me and Twist came out to ACC for the Bad Boy concert. Let me tell you something. I saw women I didn't even know lived in the city. What, you live within a 4-mile radius of a nigga? What, the entire fuck? When do you come out?
For the Bad Boy concert. Shit.
Yeah, for some big shit, right? But like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, on Young Street, you saw women that you're like, they'll close your eyes, make a nigga play spin the donkey with your bitch ass, spin you around 10 times, and when you wake up, you gonna see the fucking girl you dreamt of. Like, girls were over. Like, oh my God, right? But I had a funny point. So, I mean, when I'm around y'all, Ebonics, all that kind of stuff, right? I mean, essentially, you put me in a room where like some checks got to be cut, the journalism. But I talk like this since you guys have known me, correct?
Correct.
All right, no accent.
Oh no, we never did that sucker American.
The funniest thing for me, yo, that's not even the guys though. Yo, I met a ting one time. Told me she's from fucking Manhattan.
Oh Lord.
And in October, I saw the bitch at Town Center, bro. What's this? You're coming to America? Shut the fuck up. You live in Toronto. You got booked.
She loved it so much.
God, I should have known from all that fucking like a weird swag she had. She didn't come off popping like she was an American girl. She looked like one of those friggin' tings that chill like at the bus terminals. You know, with those friggin' Dora knapsacks.
You know how I thrive Caribana weekend? Because a lot of mans, I don't even know if mans still do this. You shouldn't be doing it because Toronto is like popping. But anyways, I used to thrive because unfortunately, mans from here used to put on the fake American accent. Going hard. I don't understand why. You put on a fake accent to get American girl. It didn't make sense to me. Yeah. So I used to thrive. I'm like, okay, so I'm the only Toronto person here. These people, they don't know any Toronto mans. So I'm scooping the American girls. I'm like, yo, thank you. Thank you for being a sucker so I could thrive, yo. That was amazing.
Facts. We had home court advantage. Like, there was no need to do...
Like, why am I pretending to be somebody else? I'm at home. You haven't experienced me.
Y'all here.
Yeah, like, why am I pretending to be y'all? Like, that didn't make sense.
Yeah, for me, and it's so crazy, too, because... Like, I've had, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I appreciate just being honest with it myself, because I was gonna be like, yo, if a girl wants to fuck me off for some strength, like, first of all, so what? And think about it, too, like, we all can just conference around this table. Let's look at the mindset of a woman, all right? So you're treating this shit like Vegas, essentially, for the weekend, or whatever things the night before you become a nun or whatever, right? Like, your whole thing that weekend is to wild the fuck out, but your angle is, yo, let me fuck a nigga or as many niggas as I can that need to come across customs, and I might not have to see, right? So if you're, now's all that self-hatred, and that's the one thing why, even though I'm not listening to fucking Scorpion and shit, right? Like, I refuse to push, right? But I can say that, yo, Drake has made a lot of these insecure motherfuckers more accepting of the city that's always been beautiful. Don't get twisted. The city's always been dope. Y'all just, now that, yo, he's that dude, it's no longer cannabis, freaking, like, L making fun of cannabis, saying, oh, you're from Canada. That ended the nigga's career, essentially. When fucking LL jumped on that track with Ja Rule on his fucking album, and he's like, oh, you're really from Canada? In front niggas like, oh shit, you're from Canada? Like, that was a diss and an insult at the time.
Yeah.
Now in vast comparison to, yo, nigga that runs the game since 2009 is a Canadian. Half-breed at that. You know what I mean?
And a lot of my vacays, I have had some great times. Great times saying I'm from Toronto.
Yeah, right? Because of that. You know, so my whole point is that just off of how I talk. And I feel like there's a lot of how I talk is because you guys don't understand that my mom works 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. My pop works 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., right? Got a bunch of fucking siblings. They're still teenagers. So, okay, I babysit your brother. Yeah, whatever. I'm going outside. I got a chink to go catch. I'm going to go check it, right? So I'm just there. And like, well, who's raising me, essentially, other than my parents? Fucking Wu-Tang. Fucking Boot Camp Click. Fucking Mob. Fucking MC8. Fucking Dog Pound Zibby, right? So how I talk is essentially reflective of the shit I listen to all the time. Like, music was a third parent for me. So it's not like, oh, yeah, so even when people are coming up to me 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, I think is probably, you know, to them times I'm just on Young Street. Oh, yo, where you from? Oh, you got a Brooklyn accent or whatever. I'm like, yo, I'm from Toronto. Like, I never did, oh, shit, okay, I mean, just, nah, fuck, for what?
Never.
From Jersey.
I look at motherfuckers like, yo, you have, who the fuck, sometimes I've got to stop like, yo, who has an accent? You have an accent, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're saying. It's called pop. Not soda, motherfucker.
I remember those battles, yo.
Yeah, right. So I've never played that card, man. I never saw the point of it, but also too, you know what I mean? Like, essentially, just with a lot of people, like, you know, they really feel like they have to do those things just because. You know, oh yeah.
The theatrics and the gimmicks, man. We've always been authentic, man. Authenticity reigns supreme. How long we've been saying that for how many years now?
Yeah, man. Documented, complimented, either way you go. It's all authentic.
And for some of you used to, just so you know, like Caribana too, back in those days. Yo, celebrity, it's not like now. When you see celebrities, it's just club appearances.
A cameo.
They're standing on like a balcony in the rafters, like
they weren't on the lakeshore walking with you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's so funny, like, as Sin's about to get into it, like, I've been to fucking Caribana walking with friggin' Jamal McGlure, Cardinal, fucking Diddy as a float. Little Lexus here, like, niggas are like shacks in this bitch. You know what I mean? But that's not all I'm getting paid. Like, they're at the parade. Like, a lot of these mentioned dudes will be, like, LeBron James gonna be here for a day party. Like, based off of whatever, like, will he be on the lakeshore on Saturday? Probably not. Unless he's fucking on one of those motorcade type joints, right? But, nah, like, Caribana, that and now the comparisons don't even make sense because a lot of you guys think you need to have fun going clubbing. I'm telling you, I used to go to fucking... I used to have a hotel downtown, Caribana Week. Again, this is a dude that lives in Toronto, and now I'm thinking it's the most stupidest thing ever. Like, why the fuck do I have a hotel? I live in Toronto. I just go home after, but I didn't. I wanted the slew, right? But serious. But you know what I mean?
Like, need to do
I never went clubbing, fam.
Did we explain slew to the?
We did first
masters?
episode.
Okay, good. So we don't have
slewing the fuck shit out of somebody, male or female. You're female. You go to that Bruck and Bronco, whatever the fuck it is. You're a male. You. Bacchus, peg leg, whatever, right? But I used to be downtown and no plans of going clubbing, fam. I'd be fucking downtown, right? Just stayed up in my hotel. Friday night, finesse Young Street till 1 a.m., hit or miss, can't get nothing, go through my phone. Come on now, you got girls in your phone like, oh, you dealing? I'm just downtown in a hotel. Oh my God, you got a hotel? Can I come? Yeah, of course you can come. Why you acting like that? Of course you can come.
They're playing H, G, and H.
Yeah, right. But it's not the same, man. And like even thinking about, I had a lot of fucking fun.
Yeah,
man.
celebrities don't touch roles. I respect that's why Diddy. He'll always have I'll have a respect for him. He was on the floor. I'll never forget this. This was when I think I'm Missing You came out.
97.
Same
rumor they had. They had a rumor that they had to pump a whole bunch of like volume of sperm out of Little Kim's stomach. And then times rumors are wild because these rumors are starting on the internet. Like for that rumor to come around in Canada, that was a big rumor.
Yeah.
That's on some like pasa, pss, 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 pss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no Twitter, there's no Facebook. There's not even no fucking Hi-Fi Black Planet at them times. That's a rumor in 97.
This is word of mouth.
Yeah, right. Oh, Little Kim got all this fucking sperm pumped out his stomach, right? I'm like,
And mind you, this is 97, so this is like we're still in elementary school. I'm with my fam. Yo, I've never seen so many people follow. Like when the flow passed by, it felt like a sea of people.
yeah.
When they're playing the music, yo, that's why I love Caribana, because yo, when you hear the music, it hits you in your chest. Even though you might not be like into soca or whatnot.
Facts. Like the only dude around this table, by the way.
When those subwoofers, those huge subwoofers on those floats hit your chest, it's a different experience. So when Diddy's playing I'm Missing You, and yo, when they had those hip hop floats, yo, that shit was like, I can't even explain it. The energy, the people just, nobody felt like scary. Like you weren't scared like, yo, I'm gonna get robbed, somebody's gonna do something to me. Everybody was vibing to the music. They want to talk to a girl, and that's it. Girls want to talk to a man. You just had a good time. Man. It's just fun.
Fun and living in the moment.
And to see celebrities actually humble themselves and be on road, like Shamar Moore, I seen him walking through. And you know Shamar Moore, like shout out Denny.
Shout out the part-time Rexdale resident Shamar Moore. What y'all don't know is that there used to be a Kmart at Albee Mall. Anybody listen to this, you know what I mean? Hopefully you listen to this, you're from the West End, you know what I mean? Even if you're not from the West End, you know, salute, I guess. But, you know what I mean? I'm not biased.
Nah, that's
I take shots. But, like, Shamar Moore used to come to Albee Mall every fucking year and do a sit-down and an autograph session. And you know, sometimes, like, because he's still on Y&R these times.
Yeah.
What the fuck? The Albee Mall was like a zoo. Like, and then times like he got them portraits. You know what I mean? So like he's actually signing these portraits and shit for these women. So shout out Shamar Moore and GTA. Follow part-time
flows Vince Carter when
even like Fab is always here.
Those were the days. Like I wish it was like that, because even now too with the new parade route and stuff, like it's not on Lakeshore like it used to be. They're trying to make it more like a pay thing. So it's more so like
starts in the stadium,
in the CNE. It used to just be in the stadium and then they come out
on the Lakeshore
on the road. But now they actually parade through the CNE grounds and kind of touch Lakeshore and then come back into the CNE.
They shorten the route big time.
They shorten the route, like they're trying to, charge people to come. I don't know what the mission is and stuff. Like
that shit used to go like almost to by Parkland, no?
It used to start from like the Princess Gates, Lakeshore to
like but we're like there's like a tennis court, all that shit, like way past
and
that.
And then it went pretty far.
Yeah, but you still like even when you used to catch the 29.
Oh yeah, you used to go past
like by like
Jameson,
Windermere.
Right? You used to go past Jameson. Yeah. So those were the days I remember. My family used to go there. There used to be like a specific tree, like they come to, like they have like a little picnic.
Every spot.
My fam from New York and the States would come, and like everybody knew the spot. Like if we're on road and we're trying to talk to some girls, we get a little hungry. Yo, I know where my fam is. Go get some food, some chicken, some patties. The family affair.
They got the cooler.
Yeah. Got the cooler. Get some drinks. And then go nab some
food. I don't know what it is now, but I know the price of living is crazy.
Yeah.
Cause back there, like a bottle of water, you're paying $1.50, $2 for a bottle of water. You want to tell someone about their clot, bro? I'm pretty sure a bottle of water is like $3-4 bucks.
$3.
They gonna look at you like, yo, this is Desani and Ric Flair said woo on this bitch. Like you paying $4 for, you better come with a happy ending and a subtitle, motherfucker. Because $4 for water?
Wow.
What?
And I don't even know if people could picnic anymore, but like those were the days. Like it was like community, it was family oriented. Everybody just had a good time. But you kids, man, like just be safe, appreciate.
I hate crowds, but honestly, I hate crowds. And I think the only time I actually went willingly to Caribana, I think it was in grade 8 or grade 9. I remember I was wearing my fucking I had a number 11 Drew Bledsoe jersey.
Boo pads.
Yo, the origin, like, before they switched it, when Bledsoe,
that was hard,
and it was blue.
Yeah,
right?
Course, yeah.
So I'm there in that. I think I had like some matching like Reebok pumps and shit. That's a lot of fucking blue, man. And these dudes across the street wearing all this fucking red, right? And I went to 2 other dudes who were honorable mention Crips at the time, I'm gonna say. Because them dudes tucked in the blue bandanas quick. When they saw that sea of fucking red. And I'm just there looking like, yo, what the fuck, man? Like, I'm here to fucking look at these girls and all that shit. Like, you want to come across the street and you want to talk rainbows and colors and Skittles by all fucking means, but I ain't talking nothing. And the blue bandana around my neck, no real gang association. Don't get worried and shit. I'm good. But I love blue. I love my neighborhood, you know what I mean? I love my neighborhood, but I don't want to, and we're not telling anybody not to go out this weekend. That'd be stupid of us. This is one of the greatest cities in the world.
This is summertime. You don't get these weekends at all. Like,
it's also just don't be naive and don't be oblivious though. Like what I always tell people, even with me, like these, the Sin and Twist have been out with me. I mean, I'm the kind of dude, contrary to motherfuckers' beliefs. Fucking getting topless, standing on tables, whatever the fuck that is. Right? I'm the dude, no matter what circumstance I'm in, I'm always coherent and like really picking up the vibe of the scenario. I'll tell dudes, yo, we should cut early.
Yeah.
Yo, my vibe or whatever. Like, I tell dudes, like, yo, surveil the club. And I'll be like, okay, and I mean, code checks here, doors right here, bars right here, kind of close to the dance floor. There's posts right here. So at the end of the night, we're good to get our coats. Lights have to come on early. We're ghosts. You know what I mean? So I'm always a person that's, I'm having fun in the moment, but I'm not naive like, yo, like some stupid idiot can't make these lights come on at 1:40. Right? They don't get lost in the sauce in the moment where your guard's down and then all of a sudden, you're reactive at that point, right? You're scrambling. Like, anytime you go out, you should be aware, right?
On your P's and Q's.
Yeah.
And even to the Americans, because a few years, sometimes I overhear, man, it's like, I guess they got pressed or something happened, and they're like, yo, these guys are just Canadians. Like, I guess the perception is Canadians are soft, blah, blah, blah. Yo, Americans, if you're listening, take our advice, you're coming out for the weekend. Yo, you guys are food too. Yo, it's not where you're from, is where you're at.
Facts.
Know your surroundings. Just treat it like you're still at home. Know your surroundings. Don't be naive. Don't think you can't get touched. You're not at home. So just be...
And also just do your history and just look at Big Tigger and Hits from the Street.
And a lot
I've held both of those dudes' chains. I tell you, no lie, I didn't rob them. I'm gonna put that out there. But I was at a basketball court in Jamestown by the rent office, and the dudes that did rob them decided they want to get a ball run in. So it's a matter of, yo, showtime, come here. Sometimes I'm out running. I'm chopping a ting that lives in a complex trying to find her when her mom's not home. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a teenager. I'm a dirtbag at these times, right? Man's like, yo, hold these for me. Yo, nigga, I only know about fucking silver at this point. I'm probably even trying to get, like, introduced and graduate to white gold. What the fuck's a platinum chain? And why did I see this on Big Tigger before? Why do you have this shit? Like, niggas got yacked, right? Like, fucking host of BET, like, coming down there, and I mean, like, yo, you're not exempt, nigga. You're not native Indian. You gotta pay your taxes and everything.
Pay your taxes, pay your tithes, yo. Like, so don't be naive and don't be all super, like, I'm a thug. Like,
and, no shot at Drake. Because, I mean, musically, he does what he does. But, I mean, it's been well documented, like, he didn't grow up on those wrong side of the tracks. So, I mean, other than musically and just having the sauce and fashion, I mean, whatever you guys want to categorize him as that dude, obviously the streets, whatever. But don't think we're all up here just a bunch of Drakes. I mean, like, singing about our exes and Marvin's Room and Kiki and this shit. Like, some dudes are, they don't want you to really just, I dare you. Unless you're Black Rob.
I dare you.
Right? Man, nah, so definitely I don't think Caribana will ever be the same. You know what I mean? Fuck, man. Honestly, I had so much fun. I even think about it too, like, okay, didn't have to spend all that money on hotels for 3-4 days a weekend. But, yo, like, just think I was down there for 3-4 days a weekend, and sometimes, like, for most of those years, I didn't go clubbing, B. Like, I legit woke up, went to Big Slice, went to Eaton Center, got something, went back to my room, just the whole day because girls or whatever. Like, Ricky used to be inviting, like, all these girls to the hotel. And not smashing any of them on a point out, but cool. But, you know what I Ricky be like, oh yeah, I got a pool in my hotel, and I'm watching girls, like girls in like groups of 3s and 5s, come into my room, walk into the washroom fully clothed, walk out in bathing suits, use our hotel, use a fucking swimming pool, get changed, go home or go to the club after. I'm looking at Ricky like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Eediot
dropping center. Ricky gets a Eediot ting for that stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, little bro, but
it's a good segue. Speaking of Eediot tings, there's a Eediot ting for the week. Eediot ting goes to Madden 19, EA Sports. This is crazy. So, if you guys are familiar with YG's song "Big Bank," I think it's gonna be on the new album that's dropping this weekend. Actually,
drops tomorrow.
Was it Stay Dangerous?
What up, slob?
No, let me stop.
Don't tell everybody about that.
The Wheezy Showtime's
it's crazy.
favorite track.
It's crazy, it's crazy, man. Like, again, I want anyone to get it twisted. I'm allowed to talk about this shit because I made the life choices not to really get dibble and dabble in that. Regardless, getting initiated at 12 years old, whatever. Like, I'm loyal to my neighborhood, right? But I had a brother before he moved to Connecticut. One of the biggest bloods I knew, and that was one of my favorite brothers. I taught him how to knuckle up and fuck niggas up, right? But there's this track with Lil Wayne and Game called Sue, right? And it's almost slobbed out fucking, like, these guys talking about being bloody like tampons, right? But I love the fucking song. And Sid always used to fuck with me, be like, Sue. And I know he's like, oh, you fuck with me because you know about it. Like, you wear too much red, nigga, because Sid actually loves red.
I love red.
As you're seeing, right?
Neighborhood thing too. I wasn't in a part of anything like that, but just
no, red's a dope color. I'm saying that too because
Showtime's favorite color is red.
Yeah, because I'm a big Bulls nigga, right? And fucking white and red, black and red, red and black. Like, all them jerseys have red in it. And all them fucking Jordans have red in it. So even when I was on my block, like, walking through the town, my mom said, go buy a bag of milk and shit. Even one time my mom bought me a pair of red exhaust jeans from fucking, red exhaust. My mom bought me a pair of red exhaust jeans from Stitches and bought me a white, black, and red South Pole shirt to match that shit. And I kept that shit in my closet for the whole of grade 6.
What did you do at grad night?
Ain't fucking wild. Grade 6, right? And my mom, one day in the morning, was like, yo, you need to wear this. Like, I don't steal this for you, know what I mean? Like, yeah, this is insulting. I bought this outfit for you, don't want to wear it. In my head, I'm like, you know where we live? What the fuck's all this? Plain, like, yo, there's nothing else but red on these pants. They're as red as your fucking hat, fam. And only the white, red, and black supple. Nonetheless, I had to wear this shit.
I thought you said she sent it down in a barrel.
All right, I wore it. And I had to go home for lunch. And when I came home for lunch, there was like 30 niggas chilling by a fence. Right?
Of course.
There's 30 niggas chilling by a fence, right? All self-proclaimed Crips. This time they just started Junior Crips and Ghetto Boys, right? The only gangs are really M&M's and NBC, right? And there's 7 of them. This is like nostalgic 90s Rexdale gang shit, right? So I'm walking past these 30 dudes and, you can see me coming from fucking 10 miles away, bro. What the fuck's all this red, right? So I'm getting like, I'm thinking in my head like, yo, can I like walk around this and take an extra 5 minutes to get home, but get home safe nonetheless, right? Anyways, whatever. I'm like, yo, I can't go home. I have to walk through these guys. I kid you not. I'm fucking 11, turning 12 at this time. These niggas are looking at me like, yo, what the fuck? And before anyone can even get a word off, I said, look, my mom forced me to wear this shit. And man's like, yeah, I know them ones. And they just started laughing like, yo, go on, true. That's why Sid's always clouding me with all that Sue shit. You know what I mean? YG is definitely the slob of all slobs to bring it back full circle. But
yeah, YG has a song on upcoming album Stay Dangerous called Big Bang, featuring 2 Chainz, Big Sean, and Nicki Minaj. So
that sounds like mad. Okay, I guess. I was gonna say it sounds random as a collab, but I like it. All of them have worked in some kind of capacity before. Like 2 Chainz and Nicki have a bunch of collabs. Okay, continue.
So Big Sean has a verse on the track where he references Colin Kaepernick. He mentions his name.
There's a dope rhyme too, actually.
Yeah.
Fun fact: I don't listen to Big Sean. I don't know why.
A lot of people don't. He's an amazing artist, but I don't know. There's something about him. I don't know. But anyways, so yeah, he had that reference to Colin Kaepernick, and come to find out that EA Sports Madden 19, they edited the part of him saying Colin Kaepernick's name as if it was like a curse word.
He said bitch.
So he went to Twitter just to air out his displeasure with them pulling that, and nobody really reached out to him or his team that they'll be taking that out. And he's saying to himself, or he's saying to the masses too, like, why is that an edit? Like, why is Kaepernick's name like a curse word to you guys? Like, that's appalling that you would do such a thing. So this whole NFC, this is why I said, I'm boycotting the NFL this year. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, you can't even say the man's name in a verse and put it on Madden. Like, he used to play in the league. You had no problems getting money off of his merch. Why don't you give back that merchandise money you made off of Kaepernick?
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, like protesting something takes discipline. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I'm not listening to this Drake album. And it's not even like the extreme of boycotting the NFL, but like, no matter how many times, because for me, I could honestly see myself, like, I'm a person probably not gonna watch an NFL game. Like, enough of this shit. Like, okay, yeah, like, and it's funny because what they're doing is they're essentially trying to make the athletes a problem, but they're not the ones fucking gunning down all these kids. So you Caucasian motherfuckers with badges. So you Caucasian motherfuckers choking these kids out trying to sell CDs in front of stores and shit, right? So they grew up like that, and then, you know what? And I don't want to get too early into our next point. I'm gonna leave homie alone because he gets his own different shot, right? But these guys grew up in these high-risk, vulnerable communities and shit, right? So these stories resonate and connect with them, and you don't want these guys to use their platforms to speak up for injustices going on to, I mean, like, youth and shit like that, but you want these guys to fucking, sacrifice their bodies and tear their fucking ACLs and shit, you know what I mean, and like do the most. You guys are even adding more weeks now, you know what I mean, before, like, Thursday night football used to come in half season, now you have regular 30. You guys are adding more, asking more out of these guys, but wanting them to shut the fuck up like they're miseducated and misguided. They're not. And what you guys have done to Kaepernick is really fucked up. I mean, like, I don't know someone with his skill set and all that that's fucking, like, unemployed and shit when you guys are trying to fucking squeeze life out of Johnny Manziel where there is none. You know what I mean?
How is Manziel still playing football? I know he's in the CFO. He's on the Alouettes now. Like, how is this guy even...
Because he's white.
Yeah, that was a rhetorical question. I already know the answer.
Yeah, and this ain't racist, but, like, honestly, like, y'all be real and don't fucking get sensitive. Like, I don't want this bullshit. You listen to this podcast, be smart. Don't fucking listen to. There's other stupid podcasts out there, a lot east of Sherborne, whatever the fuck ever, right? But listen to this podcast, like, be smart, bro. Like, we always say, everyone wants to be a nigga, but don't want to be a nigga, right?
That's the Paul Mooney.
Right? Like, really there's so much shit that comes with being a fucking black man. This in society. Forget America and shit, right? But what all you guys want to do is just fucking hype up our style, our music. You know what I mean? Our fucking influence. We're influencers. We make shit cool, right? Like, think about how fashion and hip-hop came hand in hand. That doesn't make sense. Hip-hop's breaking trends. Air Force Ones, this and that, Wallabies, Timbs, whatever, right? But you guys want these guys to shut up and muzzle these guys like Kaepernick, these anthem protests and all that shit. Like, enough, man. Like, what you're really telling these guys, we don't give a fuck about you. Just shut up, play football, and go home, right? Like, you guys don't give a fuck about the dude that, I mean, shout out Peyton Manning, right? But Peyton Manning's there probably hunting the most exotic of fucking deer, right?
Yeah.
And fucking just putting those deer heads on a fucking mantle, right? While fucking making a species almost extinct. You guys aren't fucking ridiculing for that, right? No fucking World Wildlife Federation, none of that shit, right? But as soon as these guys want to talk about human life, you guys want to fucking tell these guys shut up, right? So, like, you guys are telling me you guys would rather get more pissed off and make examples of the motherfuckers that are from the block and do things like dogfighting like Michael Vick. Look what happened to him, right? But when these guys are talking about dudes getting gunned down, the Trayvon Martins and the Sean Bells and everybody else, you guys want this guy to shut up. You're going to blackball him, regardless of the fact that this guy essentially, Alex Wilson was the San Francisco 49er. Is it Alex Wilson? Before they switched to Kaepernick and they went to the Super Bowl.
Alex Smith.
Where they lost to Alex Smith, right? Alex Smith. I said Alex Wilson. What the fuck? Alex Smith before he went to Kansas City, right? Yeah. So Alex Smith was a fucking San Francisco's 49ers quarterback, and Kaepernick took over and they brought him to the Super Bowl in which they lost to Baltimore.
Yeah, I feel like that was a conspiracy.
Lest we forget, the lights coming off? It's Beyonce. Everyone gonna say whatever, right? But
they wanted Ray Lewis to win. Anyways,
it's Madden, and it's crazy because I don't know no one here is really it's life or death in order to buy the game, but like I've seen a lot of shit where like the solution and the outcome and the answer is there, but motherfuckers don't have the heart to do it. Like, everyone knows how to fucking shut up Kanye. But the niggas that can shut up Kanye are still lining up for Yeezys, bro.
Yeah.
Right? There's no way we can shut the fuck up out of the NFL and shit, but niggas are gonna still fucking watch all these games. They're gonna get their marketing dollars. Like, none of that. Like, I'm really, until niggas start making sense. If it's something regarding my pops, but like, people don't understand with me. I think even anyone that's been in a relationship with me at the time, I don't fuck around when it comes to football, bro. So Thursday, if it's a Saturday game, it's a wild card game. Sunday from 1 to 10 o'clock, don't talk to me. And Monday night, I'm gone. Yep. During those fucking 16-plus weeks, those days, everyone knows that a lot of time. And it's fucked up, too, especially if it's ball, hockey, and friggin' football all at the same time. Like, I'm just sports, music, those are my things, right? But I can go without the NFL, man, because as a black man, I know, like, enough of this shit, right? Like, even, like, I always hear Dame going off about, like, Leor Cohen. Like, it's true, man. Like, a lot of these guys that aren't us and don't identify or even look like us, I mean, they make a lot of money off our cultures and our abilities and shit, and they don't give back, right? They just fucking get the checks and they go to they go to the Hamptons and they go, our equivalent would be what, Thornhill and shit, and they care nothing about these guys from the block. That's why, Kaepernick is so crazy because we're all looking at his athleticism and shit. But I'm starting to think that, football may not be his calling, bro. I think God has a bigger purpose for that guy, which is why he's going through all this ridicule and shit.
Yeah.
Like, when it's all said and done for Kaepernick, like, you're going to be talking with that motherfucker with the revolutionaries, right? Like, you're going to talk about that dude with, he's not going to ever be nothing like Martin, Luther King and them dudes, but, you'll mention him.
History books.
You'll mention him, right, because of what he's done, right?
Like the Muhammad Ali's and stuff like.
Yeah, like Muhammad, perfect example. Thank you. A boxer, using public platform and shit to, like, speak up about things that he thought were, unjust and shit. But shout out Kaepernick, man. Like, you gotta have the resiliency of, like, fuck, man, of the Dalai Lama or something, bro. Because, like,
Sports is definitely the Eediot ting of the week.
Eediot ting, and I don't understand why, like, these it's so foolish and short-sighted because, like, even though we want these companies to actually care about, like, the black people, minorities, and communities, it's like, on a business level, don't you understand how that hurts your bottom line? Like, this is the era where if you have, like, snot coming out your nose in a picture, like a little piece of snot, you're finished.
Depends who you are.
People see and hear everything. There's nothing that goes past people anymore. Like, that's it. Like, they catch everything. The
sincerest point kind of depends who you are. And I mean, like, I feel like if you're kind of like Idris Elba-esque, like, you're Teflon. Keep going.
This guy's been here in a while.
I made that fucking booger look like 24 karat magic, yeah.
But it's so stupid because the fact that you bleeped out Kaepernick's name in your game, now you just brought so much negative press
petty
to yourself.
Motherfuckers.
You guys have, like, how did you not foresee that? Nobody on your staff would be like, yo, people are going to notice you bleeped out the man's name. You do know that people are going to know. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't know who you're trying to appease. Like, we're Are people playing the game and they're getting cheesed because, yo, Big Sean said Kaepernick in a verse? I'm not even playing this game no more. Like, are people, like, on that type of level? I don't even know.
To that, too, though, 'cause I feel like, based off of his legend, that would not have been okayed without Madden sign off and approval on that.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of really look into things as well. It's funny, too, because even, like, they said someone in one of those IG stories, you know what I mean? You guys know I just got into this whole Instagram thing in January. But it's true. It's like, fuck who sneak this in you. Pay attention to the niggas that like that shit.
Word.
And I think that's so important. Like, I don't give a fuck about the nigga that sneak this in me. Obviously, he knows who I am, why he sneak this in.
Yeah.
If he's a real nigga, he'd be like, yo, fuck you, Showtime.
Yeah.
I'd be like, where, that's how you feel? You don't know. Or punch him in the face. Right? He's not my concern. It's the motherfucker that pretends to be neutral. Or where, like, I see even like the motherfuckers with this Floyd and 50 shit. A lot of people, like Jermaine Dupri, liking Floyd shit. Nigga, you should be neutral, nigga. You produce beats and shit.
Yeah.
You can't, you know what I mean? But even I'm looking at that, and then boom, like Trey Songz, I'm seeing like in all that 50 shit. Right? But even at that, it's like, you gotta watch the people that, so even like with Madden, like, he's based off of who he is inducted into the Hall of Fame and all that shit. Like, his legend's crazy, even before our time.
Yeah.
They couldn't do that without his sign-off and approval, which makes me look at him away. But again, I haven't played man, oh my gosh. I haven't owned a friggin' Madden since 2005, which I was at NBA Live 2005 when Melo was on the friggin' cover in the Nuggets. Right? But, and man, shout out Kaepernick, man. You run through a lot. And it's so fucked up, too, even when you go through things in public. Like, it's such under a microscope, right? Like, he has to go through something a lot crazier than any other person because of who he is and his status and all that. And I just feel like God has a different play for him, man. And when it's all said and done, I'm going to be proud.
For sure.
Because a lot of people break in those kind of situations. I feel like it's just giving him more character and more purpose, right? Even though, like, I see a lot of, even these athletes, too, it kind of makes me think a lot of these athletes are suckers.
Prescott gets an Eediot thing, too.
Yeah?
Dak Prescott. Because he said, what did he say? This isn't the time or something to protest. Some shit like that. I don't know verbatim, but he pretty much said, like...
But he plays in Dallas.
Yeah, he gets an Eediot. I don't even like Dallas anyway.
No, I'm not co-signing anything. I'm just Jerry Jones.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds like he's brainwashing that court, right? But no doubt, yeah.
So Eediot into Dak Prescott as well. But on a more positive note,
let's talk about
the better part of sports.
Let's talk about
people using their platform very well.
Mm-hmm.
The King,
Mr. LeBron James.
And let me just say this, because I know people listen to. Listen. There's things I feel like I can talk about. I'm more qualified than a lot of you motherfuckers that wanna hear things like even like now since telling me like dudes were questioning about the Dr. Dre thing. Yeah, Dr. Dre. I won't knock anybody for that, but respect our opinions. We're qualified to talk about this. So I'm telling you that fucking LeBron James is not a GOAT. That's in reference to basketball, right? Like, GOAT to me is fucking Michael Jordan, period. I'm going to say that athletic-wise, based off of his physical stature and his passing ability and maybe a little more defensive, he has certain edges over Michael Jordan. But the motherfucker went 6 for 6. We've seen Pippen beside Jordan and Pippen without Jordan. And that difference is crazy. Along with everybody else that even came around Jordan. Like, that's the goal. Like, you elevate people. You make people better. You fucking shine in those circumstances where the world is watching. That's why you fucking go in to 6 championships and walk out with all 6 of them bitches. That's why LeBron will never be the GOAT basketball-wise. Fuck basketball now, though, because you've got to come to a point in the term now where you realize that, yo, if you're really chasing the ghost, this ghost will never be caught. No one's catching Jordan, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care how these Giannis is getting. Giannis Antetokounmpo is about to go MVP this couple season.
Yep.
Watch for that and refer to this episode
East is wide open.
And say I told you so. Yes, but what LeBron did is just everyone talks about leveling up. Some of these people we follow, celebrities, influencers, and their level up is switching a car from 2016 to 2018. If you don't know what we're talking about, the motherfucking king, I'll call him King James, built a school right? In Akron, Ohio, bro, where they're gonna start it off for under 250 students, right? And not even just that, like I can fucking go list off everything that comes with that school, right? Like everything that comes with that school is friggin'. I got the list. I mean, this dude went over and beyond. Like building the school was enough, right? Like those are things reminiscent of like Oprah and shit, right? You go to this dude's school, the I Promise school, that's free tuition, free uniforms. You get a bicycle and a helmet. That's free too. Free transportation within 2 miles. Free breakfast, lunch, and snacks. You get pantry, food for the families, and there's job placement and GD service for the parents of those kids that got accepted.
That's amazing.
Are you listening to this shit? And to add that off, there's guaranteed tuition in the University of Akron for every kid who graduates from that school.
Crazy.
What the entire fuck? Yo, hold on. You know what? Let's clap.
That deserves a round of applause.
You know what I mean? Because, honestly, I don't want no one to be here and act like you don't get people to just do when it's fucking due. Because that's
the
stupid.
flowers when they could smell them.
Yeah, because that's what you guys don't realize. I personally do not never liked Kobe Bryant until retirement. But I had to respect what that man could do on the court, regardless of the 81 he dropped. Regardless of fucking, I said it. Regardless of the 81 he dropped, regardless of him snitching on his teammates when he got caught and all that, those things made me never fucking like him. But what he did on the court, I knew this guy was just more trying to mold his game after Jordan. You know what I mean? But LeBron, no one's done this. Nope. Like, it was reminiscent of what Oprah did in Africa for that girls' school, but you get a bike and a helmet. You get free snacks. Because think about it, I think at some point, whether it's from our own stupidness, waking up too late or something like that, right? And having to skip out on breakfast or lunch. Being in class and your stomach's grumbling, you can't focus. You're not retaining anything. Nope. You know what I mean? So imagine these kids where that's not even their choice. It's like, if I eat breakfast, I can't have dinner later. You know what I mean? Like, this guy's providing friggin' transportation, bikes, tuition, uniforms. Like, I even saw the school. Like, I hope them kids don't do nothing stupid. This guy's a bunch of, like, LeBrons on the wall.
114 game-worn pairs in the lobby of the school.
It's a museum, bro. I don't know, man. I salute him for this because this is crazy. And I seen the reception from a lot of his peers and shit. But also a lot of his peers, and that's the thing, too, right? It's like, I think YG just donated $150K today to some girls initiative. So shout out to YG. He's a slob, but whatever. But nah, man, LeBron, like I salute that, man, because I know regardless, as long as he laces up and he's on that court for the 48 minutes after tip-off, like the debate's always gonna be like comparing him to Jordan. I mean, you want to wear the number 23 and all those things, that's naturally comes with it. But how you separated yourself was a diss move. Like, if anything above else, because everyone always had their things about Jordan. Oh, he doesn't do enough community, blah, 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 whatever. I feel like with Jordan, there's a lot of things we don't see, right? I mean, I've seen him donate to the NAACP, whatever, but LeBron bossed the fuck up. And I salute him for that, man. Let's not act like this is some regular shit. This is amazing. This opens up a whole other avenue and opportunities, not only for the kids, but it gives their parents a fighting chance. He's even fucking saying to them, look, there's some job placements and shit. You know what I mean? Like, even at the end of the day, like, this shit's done or whatever. Like, we're sending a pantry home with y'all. It means, okay, so we cover the whole meal for the day, essentially. Yeah. They got breakfast here, they got lunch here, they got a snack to hold until 3 o'clock. Yeah, it's for dinner.
That alleviates the parents a lot too, right? So
I salute him, man. That's fucking
nothing but pros, man. No matter which way you spin this venture with the school that he's opened, so it's definitely good for the youth of Akron, Ohio, man. Nothing but good things.
And not only helping the youth, but with the pantry, with like the helping parents for job placements and stuff. Like it's gonna trickle through the community to just everybody doing better and. Just that education.
You want it to. I hope so. You hope certain things are contagious, but it's sad, man. I feel like we live in a very selfish society.
And hopefully it puts, I don't want to say pressure, but it just makes other athletes and celebrities realize, like, yo, this material shit, you can't take it with you, man. Like, the real impacts you leave will be, like, with the youth and helping people, not just financially, but just education. People's, that's wealth as well. Like, just knowing things and knowing how the world works, knowing finances, knowing just basic knowledge that other people might take for granted. And when we talk about people being ignorant, it's not like purposeful ignorance. It's sometimes like people really just don't know certain things. So this could just open it up for them to learn and better themselves and their communities. So big shouts to LeBron, man.
The best assist that he's ever thrown, man. The best dime for sure.
For sure.
Well, yeah, no, he's on the other note. You know what I love with LeBron? When they're in Miami, just fucking acting like the friggin' Renaissance dudes. And there's a picture where, like, Wade threw him an alley-oop. Oh, and then, like, Wade's just there, like, yo.
That picture.
Because they said, yeah, because crazy, because Wade said that, yo, like, I'm gonna frame this picture and get you to autograph it for me. Like, I love that pic,
that
right?
Pic's hard.
That's a hard pick. And that times I hated LeBron, bro. I hated LeBron. Like, I didn't understand why he did that. Which is obviously also why everyone's a little more accepted to his move. Because that's what's so crazy. I don't think we understands that. It's like, you left Cleveland after, I think, was it 7? No, it was like 8, 9 seasons?
Yeah.
After he left Cleveland the first time. And then you went somewhere else and did what you promised to do. So that's why, like, a lot of the animosity at first, like, yo, you didn't deliver your promise to Cleveland. You went and got 2 ships in Miami. But when he came back, and when he came back from 3-1, after Draymond lets to play with niggas' balls, that's a Eediot thing, too. Look into a lot of these guys, man. They like to flare your legs and kick dudes in the balls. Yo, and again, you like to be in the club and take your shirt off. You guys are I'm worried about.
Shout to the B-Town niggas checking these soft mans out here.
Oh, I heard. Wow. I don't know, man. I feel like, man, honestly, man, I feel like Draymond beat him the fuck up, bro. 1,000. I feel like Draymond will beat him. Draymond's from Michigan, bro. Yeah?
Yeah, true. Give him too much props. Hey, shouts to Tristan.
I don't like his mouth. I don't think he's too mouthy, but I feel like based off of who's who, I feel like obviously, like, yo, you're fucking a Kardashian. You're feeling yourself cool. And I'm not saying he's no punk. I'm just saying, like, why you give me, like, $5 to bet on a fight? On the table is going to jail. He looks like he's ugly. Like, ugly niggas will fight.
The next Man Dem podcast ship, I think, is the parade for Tristan Thompson in Cleveland. You saw that, right? You guys see that?
Oh, I seen that. They're going to do something from shoving him. You can go, though. I ain't going back to Cleveland, man. Fuck all that. But I've been to Cleveland before, and that dudes is wild, man. And you know what? Nah, because no sense in watching me, Raptors and Cleveland game. I don't even know what other than Kevin Love.
Anyways.
That's where yeah, but no doubt, man, LeBron, that's crazy too, right? Like, doing that in Akron. Like, yeah, he left physically, and he's going to be in La La Land and all that shit, right? But, you know what I mean? Like, he's always there now. Like, he's Akron's finest. You know, and that's the thing too, right? You always gotta look at life where it's like, look at LeBron. We all know that, yo, this dude got 100. He got 110 from Nike, and then he got 90 from Sprite before fucking tip off, coming out of high school. 200 M's, right? So it's like he has money, but when you look at LeBron's friggin' like social media platforms, he's not showing you his cars. It's not showing you jewelry or houses. Like, most you'll see is like a PE. He'll show you like an exclusive of one of his kicks and shit, right? Mm-hmm. And you know that guy's bank, right? Mm-hmm. And what is he doing? Fucking building schools, doing all this dope shit. Every time you see him, he's at his kids' freaking ball tournament. Man. I respect that, man. Because a lot of these guys too, like, I'm tired of seeing all these guys showing me all these care packages they get from Gucci and Givenchy. I don't give a fuck about that shit, man. You can all see these brands. You all know what these brands are, man. And anybody with like an ounce of fashion and shit, I mean, cool. But like seeing that shit's crazy beyond like a different level of respect, man. I salute it. I mean, and obviously no school or nothing, but you know, I've been in some talks with some back-end channels. It's premature, but I will do something just based off of a bunch of episodes we've had where it's just RIP, and you know what I mean, just knowing that a lot of these idiots behind the other end of these guns are people younger than us, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at our age, you know what I mean? We were too busy. As I said, man, I was fucking pining things. Whatever the case was, like, just keep in mind, I wasn't waking up premeditating another man and catching this guy out. I'm like, nah, bro. But
Busy having fun.
yeah, but I feel like a lot of these kids is just ignorance and a lack of purpose and understanding and worth. Right, like if you don't really know how to friggin' pick up a hammer and, you know, hit some nails, like you essentially, your hands are idle and you just know how to bag up dimes and shit, right? So, you know, there will be some things and, you know, hopefully some opportunities and shit for some of these kids to smarten the fuck up. And, you know, I'm glad to get behind that. But, you know, LeBron, that's like the fucking motivation. Like between seeing LeBron do that and when I saw Lenny S., Emory Jones, fucking Jay, and then there's one more person on that runway. It was Emory, Jay, Tata. There you go. And I saw them dudes in front of the Puma jet. Like, those are his friends, bro. Like, one of his friends did 12 years for not snitching on him. Tata's always with him. Like, and those guys went from just bagging up in New York in the Marcy projects to, like, rebranding and, like, relaunching Puma and Puma basketball and, like, that's crazy. Like, niggas talk about squad goals and all that. Like, those are the moves, man. Like, if it's not big, if it's not monumental, if it's not something that's gonna stand the test of time, or 20 years from now, like, if you're gone, that's still there. Like, why fucking do it for clout, recognition, fake validation from people that will talk shit behind your back? Fuck all that.
Podcast, that's squad goals too. That's squad goals as fuck as it gets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, exactly, no doubt. You know what I mean? But, like, watching LeBron and that shit, like, that's what I consider level ups, man. Like, fuck all that, man.
That's
like,
the difference maker.
Yeah, I mean, those are things that are lasting legacies, and those are the things that, you know, whether it's your kids or your colleagues or your peers, like, whether you're not here in physical form, like, those stories last, right? And those legacies are there. Those concretes and those foundations have been laid. So, shout out LeBron, man. Again, like, you guys are going to hear me always talk crap about LeBron because, like, Jordan's my pops. I'm not out here like, oh, I wear J's. Like, fuck all that. I would never wear, like, every pair of J's I wear. I can tell you this season he wore those. The game in which they mean the most significant drug. There's a more history to that. Even when for niggas that didn't know shit, Jordan used to come with those cards.
Yeah.
Right? To give you those insight. But a lot of you guys is doing things just for fucking the purpose of doing it. But I ride for Jordan all day. It's not to discredit LeBron. It's to stop comparing him to Jordan. Like, I feel like now this gives him an advantage. Right, like in the bigger things, like it's bigger than sports now, right? So I'll give him that advantage and salute to him. Like, you gotta give people the credit where it's due, and everybody, you know, give fucking LeBron James his respect. And they don't. I don't want to hear, because there's always people that don't do fucking anything that nitpick at that shit. Someone's gonna find a way to nitpick at this. Oh, he could have did this. Really, motherfucker?
What are you
really?
doing?
Exactly,
Ask
right?
yourself, what are you
I
doing?
always do that, right? Like, there's always the people that always want to suggest things that aren't doing something. Even inside this motherfucker I follow, all he's doing is driving around. He's driving around his neighborhood in the States, and he's dropping off sneakers behind random buildings, right? And then people are saying, oh, you're just doing this. Why can't you give sneakers to the homeless? Mm-hmm. And he's just there cheese. Nah, but I agree with him, because it's like, yo, even for me, I've given bags of clothes to the homeless. But because I did that for the homeless, oh, everyone needs to believe I did this. Let's take a selfie. Nah, like, that's something on my heart, right? So he had to answer to someone's like, yo, don't tell me what to do. Like, I do work with the homeless all the time. And that's just off of, like, my own conscience and the kindness of my heart. What I do with this shit and put it behind schools, that's for just regular people that, just want to do, like, a scavenger hunt, whatever. And I saluted them for that. You know what I mean? Because if you want to do that, cool, by all means, like, cool. I mean, even to a degree, you got to know, okay, yeah, like, okay, now you're just going OD with this. You know what I mean? But even for me, like, I've never documented anything I've done for, like, anybody just out of kindness of my heart. And even those people, a lot of them have fuck. Like, look who's at the table right now. You know what I mean? But even people switch up on you and shit like that, yo, cool, hold that still. You know what I mean? Because when we pass each other on road or whatever the interaction is, you and I know what I did. So you live with that on your fucking conscience. I don't need you to ever mention that. I don't need you to take a picture of that or nothing. You, me, and God know what I did. So if you want to switch up in that brand new or hit me with that Janet Jackson, what have you done for me lately? Cool. I know what I did. That's because I didn't fucking make it an IG post or whatever. Let's make it any less significant. You know, but I even like with LeBron, like, how did this nigga build a school and we just heard about it when it opened? That's some like that's some ninja assassin shit.
Yo.
Like,
you didn't hear about it building
exactly right. No
investments in it or like
no BTS, no behind the scenes. No, everyone look at me. He's like, yo, this motherfucker is open. It's open for business. That's when we saw it.
Yeah, I respect that more.
I respect exactly right. But how many people do that? Very rare. Right? Everyone is, oh, look at me. This is what I'm preparing. This is what I ate for breakfast. I'm washing my dishes. I put the dishes back in the dish rack. Like, everyone wants to document everything, right? Yeah. And it's just relax.
That's like the way of life for people now, it seems.
Nah, relax.
Shout out to Showtime for linking me with these LeBron 11s that I coincidentally wore today.
Yeah, no doubt, man. You know, I
link me with a pair, yo. My two still fell apart, yo.
I don't know what Twist is trying to do, but since it's mentioned some LeBrons, I could probably mention maybe 2-3 other kicks, you know what I mean, that have been blessed from, you know what I mean, my looking out. You don't talk, motherfucker. Hey,
I thought we buried
whether we talking about some tweeds or some black 18s or some tan Yeezys when they're on Nike, like, I can go on, motherfucker. Don't play with me, nigga. Bugs Bunny 8s. Don't play with me, nigga. Let's stop that right there. You know, but shout out LeBron for real. You know what I mean? Like, he bossed up. And, you know, I'm always going to make fun of him just because he's not Jordan. He never will be. Maybe, you know, try to chase another ghost. You know what I mean? But maybe now you put the pressure on Jordan. Now Jordan might have to be like, fuck that. I'm building a community. Right. I'm building a complex. Like, this motherfucker built a school, nigga. Like, really? You know how much fucking net worth I made just off of fucking Jordans? You got all these different things like Jordans, the Hornets, all that shit. Like, Jordan could do that shit, you know what I mean? If he wanted to, but it's not a competition. I feel like his contributions aren't any less significant, you know? I just feel like this is what finally made LeBron separate from Jordan finally, you know what I mean? So I salute it.
You definitely upped the ante, so salute to King, man.
I promised school in Akron, open for business. Initially, you're going to start out with grade 3 and grade 4, and then by 2022, I think, it'll be from junior school to grade 8.
Start them young.
Right? Yeah, salute. So, you know, we definitely want to end on a high note with that, and also keep in mind it is a long weekend. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay
play nice,
alert.
Walk up some things.
Me too, though. Me too, right? We gotta. It's even that. Be like, how do you bubble a ting on the?
Oh yeah. With consent. Right? With consent.
You have the
please.
On you.
Please.
Yeah, I was gonna say you need like a PDF or something. I don't know, man.
Please look at the girl in the eye. Look the girl in the eye. Get the consent for the walk. Don't take the walk. Ask permission for the walk.
You might get that man shoe walk. Yo, yeah, you already know. Man Dem podcast all day.
Love and blessings to Toronto and the world.
Over and out.